Welcome to day 42 on the road to 2000 ELO. My name is Jace Miller and welcome to the channel. We are currently at 1048, my all-time high is 1070 and push towards that 1100. So I want to give myself enough time as possible before work to make that push. It's going to be real awkward if I lose my first game because I'm probably just going to go back to bed. But yeah, let's make a push and see what happens here. So open up with the classic Italian. We're gonna attack with the knight, and I just watched Magnus actually attack with that, I thought, but maybe not. After this trade, he decides to hold the position. We're going to attack with the pawn. I don't mind having my two knights in the center. Which is better to take? Because, let's go with this. Hopefully it's not a mistake. I like ideas bringing the queen, attacking the rook and the knight. But he's going to obviously move the knight. He doesn't. That was a good move. Actually, that was a horrible move. Wait. I just take... Oh, he can just take back with the knight. Yeah. Okay, that was fine. Good move. Let's see. I'm already not calculating correctly, so not a good start. I'm going to castle long here. Right now this pawn is hanging. So we have ideas to take the knight, and he stacks his pawns. I forgot my mouse, so I'm using the touchpad, and I don't. Let's take here first. And then we'll go here. And then I think I like knight takes, challenging this pawn again. Let's put king in check. And I guess, how long was this sitting here? How long ago was that there? I take this pawn. He moved it down. Yeah, that was an easy tactic I missed. Huh. Okay. Gotta be a little sharper than that if I'm gonna get to 1100s here. Let's just attack the center. Be aggressive. It's gonna push up another pawn. We'll bring up the knight probably. Defend both pawns. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take it. Let's go here. Now I gotta protect the pawn, which we can do. interesting. Is that pawn protectable? Because if I bring the bishop out, he just brings this pawn down. And I can't bring this pawn up because then the knight can take. Let's do this. Okay, so ultimately I don't really think that was the best move on my part to give him the center. Okay, what is the best move here? We could obviously come back with the bishop. We can pull out the knight. I think the best move, in my opinion, would just be block with the pawn. Little castle. And then maybe bring the knight out this way. We gotta be careful about this rook getting trapped. Again, a good move there. Ultimately, do we have this move? Just gotta be careful, obviously, with the queen, things get dangerous quick. So, but he can't move both pieces, and he can't put any of them in check, or either of the pieces. He can do that. Which I feel fine about, I think, right? He ruins my castle, but he just lost the bishop. Puts me in check. I'll come down. Maybe I'll come up with the queen. Let's do that. Hopefully he takes. Yeah, he doesn't. Which makes sense. Let's get the knight out. Let's make sure. Okay, so he's gonna castle his next move. So let's try and be aggressive here. We have ideas like this right now. He castles. Nah, I don't really have that, I don't think. Let's push a pawn here. He castles, I'll push this pawn. Oh. Okay, here we go. Pushes his knight again. Where's he gonna go next? It's always the best question. I don't hate putting my queen here, stop him from castling, but I just gotta make sure. Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot. Because this, if I take the pawn, his bishop's hanging. So I feel like he's in trouble. Yep, he has to play defense on that pawn. Which then, after some recaptures here, what if we could try and pin the pawn comes down, we'll just retake. Or actually, what we could do, yeah. Take, take, take. Let me just make sure I don't mess this up. Take. And then if I put him in check, both his rook and his bishop's hung. And if he runs, yeah, there's another big win. And then I think we had this sneaky move of if he brings the king down into this white square, we bring the knight, disregard, just forget I said anything there. All right, playing well, 2 in a row here. I am okay with him, gives me the free pawn, okay. I was gonna say I'm okay if he retakes that. I guess either way he's gonna get it back. I can't defend 2 on 1. Let's see, let's probably just give it up right away. I don't think there's any harm in bringing out both knights off the start. I'm okay bringing out the bishop, then we're going to castle. Feels a bit early to castle, but I don't think I'm that worried about it. We can obviously develop our pawn, open up the blue bishop, and then, yeah, let's do that. Let's open up the blue bishop. We can bring out the white bishop and pin the knight to the king. Bring this rook across, attacking the queen. We got a lot of options here. Right now it's 2-2, so I feel fine bringing out the bishop. And actually, assuming he doesn't attack that bishop, this pawn can push towards that knight and try to capture it. Do we have any better moves? He's gonna castle long, looking like. I don't know if I want to trade yet. Should bring out the other bishop. Both of them are protected by the knight if anything goes haywire. I do love this sneaky move of, okay. I do like the sneaky move of bringing the queen up 1 and then pressing this bishop. You can just get into his area after the trades, then the queen gets up there. So let's see what the better option is. Okay, he's not gonna let me do that. push that pawn. My idea is just to open up this opportunity to take this pawn eventually after trading out the knight. If, yeah, as I say, if he does something like that, check, we'll bring the queen out. Here, and then this is a free knight if he isn't careful. I'm assuming he'll see it and he'll just trade out the knights. I mean, he is in... I think he's in trouble. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I mean, there's nothing to defend. His only move is to move the rook out of the way so he can run, right? Like, he'd have to drop the rook. Yeah. Which gives him then a square to run against, but I'm just trying to think here. Okay, so if he runs, then what happens? We have this now move where we attack both the rook and the queen, which looks like a good move, I think. Right? He can't put me in check, so at least, yeah. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. Again, I don't necessarily even care about either of these pieces. The idea is to get the knight here to protect against the king running down. So he can do whatever he wants. I mean, ultimately, do I take the... Leave it in the comments here. Do I take the rook? Or is this inevitable? Like, if I go here with the knight, it's just mate. I don't think he can defend it, right? I'm terrified that if I... Let's calculate this. We got 6 minutes. Knight comes here. He can't take. He can't put me in check. Oh my goodness. Actually, wow. Disgusting. No, I was gonna say there was gonna be disgusting mate here, but this... Oh, and this knight is actually... Oh my goodness, my eyes are just opening. The floodgates are opening. So we have this free queen. Well, not free. You could take back. Let's take the queen. He takes... Okay, he resigns. Yeah. Interesting position there. And that being said, we are now officially the highest I've ever been at 1072. So I guess it was worth it at the end to wake up at the crack of dawn to grind. Now let's continue to push here. Just talk it out, play slow. We got this, we got this, we got this. Come on now. Big wins here. I do like the idea of just bringing out my knights. Let's bring out the other knight. I think we have the opportunity now to... If I push this pawn, he takes with the pawn. I take with the knight. Oh no, I don't. He has the advantage right now, so We have to step in with a bishop. Or we could... Let's bring the bishop up. Okay. Let's push this pawn. He's going to step back. Let's open up the white bishop. He jumps in. He can take my knight. Let's push this pawn. Cut off the eyes of the bishop. And then I think we're just going to castle short. He gives up the... Interesting. After this trade out, he has mate in 1. Unless we do... Golly, I'm terrified. Do that bishop move. Yeah, I don't see the vision. Why did he just blunder his queen? I'm not sure what happened there.